Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the GM. It is your guy, Boulanger. And up next, we're going to be right back into our series, Beast of the AFC North, 32 for 32. And do me a quick favor, hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you can get updates as we upload new content. Let's go. So, as you guys know, we took a look at the AFC high performers offensively and defensively, and each team had good representation in the category of high performers from 2022. So every team has a pretty good foundation to step out on for the 2023 season. And so we're going to turn our attention back to offense, and we're going to look specifically at the quarterback room. And we're going to do a little rating for the quarterbacks. So quarterbacks that get a 4 rating are at a Pro Bowl level. This is not based on projection. This is based on what they've already done and recent performance. All right. Anything less than a 4, a 3, 2, or 1, you get docked for recent performance, lack of experience, things like that. So let's go. So first up, we had Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow. They won the division last year, and Joe Burrow had a really good regular season, throwing for over 4,400 yards, as you guys saw me report in the last video, 35 plus touchdowns and 12 interceptions in the regular season. And I'm going to give Joe Burrow a 4, putting him at the top of the AFC North Division based on recent performances. We know 2 years ago, he led his team to the AFC Championship and then into the Super Bowl. And then this past year, I think if I remember correctly, they were right back into the AFC Championship. And so Joe Burrow's recent performance, I think, does not drop off. I think that he's pretty consistent. I think that super talented guy, can make plays with his arms, and we've also seen Joe Burrow make some plays with his legs. So he has a complete skill set, and so I'm gonna give him a 4 because he's been performing well, and I don't foresee or predict any kind of drop off in 2023 for Joe Burrow. Because the parts around him, which we will talk about when we get there, the parts around him have stayed consistent, and in some aspects offensively, one major part has had an upgrade. And so I see Joe Burrow stand at the top of the AFC division. All right. This is unbiased when I say this, but I'll put Lamar Jackson in the number 2 spot, and I'm gonna rate him out at a 3. Okay. And I rate him out as a 3, not because Joe Burrow is exponentially better or anything like that, but just because recent performance, we know that when Lamar Jackson has been healthy on the field, he's been top notch. He's been carrying that Baltimore Ravens offense. But remember, we're not projecting what he's going to do. We're just projecting, excuse me, not projecting. We're just talking about what he already has done. He is a Pro Bowl level quarterback, which would put him at a 4. But over the last 2 seasons, he has not finished the season. And we know, I showed you guys how when his workload increased, injury was more likely. And so Lamar Jackson had over 2,200 yards last year, 17 touches, and 7 interceptions, which is not a bad passing touchdown to interception ratio. But yet and still, the season is incomplete, and it has been so for the last 2 seasons. And so I have to be honest and rate him appropriately. I know that he's electrifying, and I have been super excited about all of the potential. But remember, we're talking about foundation is what we talked about in the first 2 videos, and then what this quarterback will step out with this year. Well, part of being able to step out with a good foundation means you have to be available and ready. And so do I think he'll be ready? Yes. And so, but there is question marks over the last couple of seasons about his availability. So I slot Lamar Jackson in at a 3. All right. When we jump down to Kenny Pickett, I'm gonna give Kenny Pickett a 2.5. He's not a Pro Bowl level quarterback at this point. He's new to the league, of course, only in his second year, but we did see a lot of talent, a lot of potential talent. But I'm not basing him on potential. I'm basing him on what we've seen. And so this is not, again, this is not a biased take. This is just where Kenny Pickett is. All the requisite parts are around him to make him successful. And so I project that he has a leap in season number 2. But at this point in time, I have to rate him out at a 2.5. And then Deshaun Watson, we understand what he has been, but we really haven't seen him play a whole lot of ball over the last few years, maybe 5 games in 2 years. And he didn't perform that well when he did play last year. This is no knock. Again, this is an unbiased assessment, and so I'm gonna rate him out at a 2.5. I'm gonna give him credit for being a former Pro Bowler, but I can't put him at a 3 or a 4 simply because I have to have those deductions for recent performances, and recent performances has either been non-existent or a lackluster performance on the field. Do I believe that he'll be better this year? Certainly, but I'm not doing projection. I'm doing based on what we've seen, because we did foundation and what he'll step out with. He's going to step out with a really nice squad around him, so his performance should be very well. But at the same time, I have to make Deshaun Watson's assessment appropriate, and so I rate him at a 2.5. And so I think that right now you have the Cincinnati Bengals leading in the context of the beast of the AFC North. And if you take out the A, you have best. So that's kind of where we are right now. We'll see. We'll see if these scales balance. So again, as review, Joe Burrow comes out at a 4, Lamar Jackson a 3, Kenny Pickett and Deshaun Watson, I'm giving them 2.5s. And that's not because they're close to Lamar Jackson. That's just you don't want to disrespect good talented guys. And I would have slotted Lamar Jackson in at a 3.5, putting him a good distance above Kenny Pickett and Deshaun Watson. But due to the fact that he had those 2 seasons that were incomplete, I gave him a 3. All right. And that's no indication what I think about him. That's no indication what I feel about him. That's just where I have him slotted at. So listen, let me know what you guys want me to know. You guys take your turn in rating these guys. 4, 3, 2, 1, and anywhere in between. I'm your guy Boulanger. This is the GM, and I'm out.